welcome back. This is Ryan on a Friday afternoon, ready for the weekend, and we're going to be analysing XRP today because the last time we made a video on XRP we was around this region, about 46 cents, and we said that we didn't have an official backtest of this resistance that is now looking to be support. This, I said, it didn't class as a major backtest. That is a short move. Really was looking for a higher time frame backtest of this region, and I mean, you could say we've had it now. We didn't come down to the region that I outlined, but if you take these highs up here, we did actually drop back into the region of resistance and fly straight back up. And in my own opinion, this XRP move to the upside, it looks as if it's going to be continuation to me. It looks as if people who was waiting on the sidelines for further downside for XRP are now again in a situation where the move up has happened and the thinking, should I buy in, and that again is a situation you never want to be in. You never really want to be on the opposite side of the trade, like the people who bought here and up here for XRP. When we came down, there was in a situation where their investment had actually decreased, and they would have been wondering, well, if we go further down, I'm going to lose a lot of money. But instead, we reversed, and people who was waiting for the further downside have actually been caught out here, and we've actually reversed straight back up. And to me, it looks like continuation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replay something that I said in my last XRP video, and we'll have a bit of a recap on what I said there, and we'll analyse these moves going forward, and then we'll discuss these red regions that I've got outlined to the upside, because I'm sure you're wondering why that's there. I'll explain why that's there, and we'll get into some Fibonacci targets, some trend-based Fibonacci targets, possibly some Elliott wave stuff, and yeah, we'll go from there. I wouldn't say we've had an official back test of this yet, but in terms of XRP, we do have a lot of dominance in the market coming to XRP and a lot of momentum. So it doesn't mean that we have to come back and test it straight away, but I would expect this zone to be tested once again at some point in the future. So for people who are not in a trade already or not been accumulating down at the lows for XRP, I'd say watch out, because you don't want to be buying. You never really want to be buying into these pumps to the upside, because you're just going to get a bit on the arse. You're going to get a bit, and the market's going to come back. And as you can see, guys, from that 47 cents area where we made the video, we did continue further up. Like I said, it didn't have to come back straight away, but I would expect this region to come into play once again, and I think it just about has now. I think you could class this as a higher time frame backtest if we do get continuation here on this move. And now this is all just down to personal preference, but like I said earlier, it does look to me like an impulsive move, continuation for XRP for some higher targets. So what I'm going to be looking for is some Fibonacci targets, some retracement targets back to the upside, some liquidity levels, really monitoring to the left of the chart in previous moves that we've had down, where people have been making decisions, where the market makers have benefited and how they've benefited, and why I think we'll return to those regions coming up next. So let's deep dive into that one right now. So what you might be thinking is, why have I got this red region outlined here? And one of the main reasons I've got this red region outlined is because before it used to be resistance, it turned support again once, and then we broke it. So at this point, if you remember back to these times for XRP, when we broke down and we came back up here, a lot of people was calling this the bottom of the move, and this is the fake out. So a lot of people will have been buying back into the market here, and that's where the market maker has actually benefited from those people doing that, sucked up all of that liquidity and then drove it further down. And from that region there, where people have made a bit of a mistake buying back in thinking that was the bottom, that means there's a lot of liquidity up here, and that coincides with this inefficient candle that we've got to the move down, which is why I think we do reverse back up here in this move to the upside, because in this accumulation structure that we've got for XRP, that the market makers have been building fear, making people think we're going to drop further and further, a lot of fear in crypto. As we now do move back up above these levels, this would be a major key inflection point for the market makers and for the big money in the market that have been buying down at the lows. So that's one of the main reasons why I think we come up to this red region, and then we test it from there, because the market makers might decide once again that it might be time to reverse it, or even continuation. But again, the people that have been buying low can benefit from these moves up by taking profits at different levels, which is what I would recommend to anyone who has been doing that to do. I wouldn't recommend to buying into pumps, and I wouldn't recommend trying to catch a falling knife like the people who did here, because again, it just leads into false insecurities in the market, wrong decision making, fear can build up. You want to really be waiting for the big ranges like this, clear accumulation structures and breaks of levels. So yeah, one of the main things that you can actually do in the market when looking for accumulation levels is look for the big capitulation, which we had here, right here. That was the big capitulation. Wick to the downside, then the market maker comes down, fills the wick as usual. Always get the wick fill, and looking to be accumulation structure there, and that's what I was seeing. That's why I was saying down there for XRP, it looks like we're going to get a 100% move back to the upside. And I know not many people do believe it at the time, and it can be hard because you're fearful. You're seeing lower lows all the time. It looks as if the market maker is going to drop it once again, but actually what they've done is just filled the short candle wick and gone into accumulation structure. So let's look at some Fibonacci targets for the upside, and that should all be for XRP as we have today. What I'm going to do here on the weekly time frame, do like the weekly time frame, always resort back to your higher time frame stuff for better analysis, more concise analysis, and it's really better for the macro type things as well. So I'm going to take the top of the candle bodies here for XRP, the bottom of the candle bodies down here, look at some retracement levels, and look at that liquidity zone at $1.08 there at the 618. It coincides with a nice inefficient candle that we've got to the move downside. So I think if we do break that 66 cents region that we expect to come into play next, that would be your next target that you're looking for. Fill all of these candles to the upside, take all of the liquidity, and see where we go from there. But yeah, on the shorter term, we're looking for XRP to move back up to the 66 cents region. It's this inefficient candle here on the weekly and the 4-hourly, then we'd be looking for some higher targets. But we've got to break this region first and then look for the retracement targets up at the 618 to the 786. So I think really that is all there is for XRP. We're looking good on the higher time frame. Good back test there, I would say, as we expected. Said to don't rush into the pump, wait for the back test, and I think you've just about got it there. Now looking for continuation for XRP. So I hope this has helped, guys. Don't forget, it's not financial advice. Never financial advice from me. I'm just a guy on the internet. So yeah, don't forget, guys, if it's helpful, if it's useful, like, comment, subscribe. It really helps my YouTube channel. But again, we'll be following up with a video when we get our next major move in Bitcoin or XRP or in the crypto market as a whole. So thank you, guys. See you next time.